Okay, this is a neat little trick I learned in one of my classes in art school. All right, so what is this warm up? Essentially, you're gonna, before you start your actual drawing, you're gonna take a page and take 5 minutes of your time and just scribble and try to draw something. Okay, now this is designed to help you get over like three fears. I think it's three, it might be two. So the first fear is the fear of marking the page. Now, when you first are faced with a blank sketchbook page, the first mark you make on that page is oftentimes the hardest one to make because you kind of don't want to fuck up before you even started. I don't know, at least that's the thought process I go through. So this helps alleviate that fear. The second part is filling the page in general. Oftentimes, a bad habit I have, and I know a lot of people have, is they sketch too small compared to the size of their page. So this technique also helps alleviate that. And I think there was one more. Oh, yeah, got it. So this also helps you begin to think more creatively. And the trick here is to draw from memory, not from a reference. You gotta use your imagination, and let me show you. Okay, so right here I have my sketchbook. I like to use a tan colored paper as opposed to white because if I want to go in with highlights, I have the option to with my white colored pencil. So the objective here is that I want to do a single line drawing for a couple minutes. I want to minimize the amount I take the pen off the page. Okay, so I'm trying to keep the pen on the page as much as I can. Again, the whole point here is to remove any fear of making a mistake when I am drawing and to just go with the flow and get rid of the idea that the page is like the sacred thing. And yeah, get the creative juices flowing. So what I think I'm gonna draw is a profile portrait of a man just like smoking. So let's start. I'm gonna start with the head. Let me move my T over. There we go. Starting with the head, I think I want him tilted up. I want his head tilted up. Now, already I've kind of made a mistake because I won't have enough room for what he is going to be smoking. So instead of erasing, I'm just going to lower it and bring it down from that. So that will be his neck. Get my basic shape and layout down. And yeah, his neck. Get the angle right there. There we go. And already, as this is progressing, I'm starting to enjoy this little, my first shape that I drew. And I'll try to do something with that later, maybe down the road. But for now, let's get the nose. Let's get his brow. One of the key things when drawing a face is to just remember everything is a basic shape. So for my nose, I start out with a triangle, and then the more I go, the more I define it. So let's get the lips. There we go. Define my chin a bit more. Nice. And my mouth. The expression, I imagine... Let's go with like a sad expression. So brows coming here. Brows coming down. This is gonna help me figure out where my cheekbone is. I'm just gonna go right there. And there. Boom. Let's get his nostrils put in. Line comes down. And there we go. I really want to like define the bags under his eyes because again, he's smoking, and smoking is not good for you. So let's put his joint or sig down and just develop the image some more. Get the lips in there, defined. There we go. And then time for the ears. So as you see, I'm just being super loose with it. I'm not paying too much attention to making this the perfect portrait, free from any mistakes. It's just about getting shapes down, getting some lines down, and filling the space on the page. Alright, smoke. And let's put his eyes in. So eyes come here. There we go. Let's bring it down. And add some like crow's feet. Again, he's smoking, he's stressed. He needs a cigarette. Nose. Define that a bit more. And there we go. Okay. I'm pretty happy with where this is right now. From here, you just keep pushing it further and adding more to it. So I'm gonna shade under his neck and right here, and I'm gonna add his iris and darken that part up. There we go. And just darken this part up as well in general. His eyebrows coming here like this. And his smoke. Again, covering the whole page. I'm gonna go back to the original shape I drew and kind of make like a second face. But I'm not gonna define it too much. I think that would look cool. Just a little bit, so it kind of just blends in with the smoke. There it is. Okay. Let's figure out the ear. I was never really good at drawing ears. I don't know, I could just never figure it out. I think they go something like this though. And then there's a hole right there. Right? Maybe. Let me look at my own ear. Okay. There you go. And again, so the keys here are I don't want to draw from reference. So whatever this ear ends up looking, it's just gonna end up looking like that. This is completely from your memory. It just helps you to start visualizing scenes and scenarios, and so you can start picturing things in an interesting and dynamic way for when you actually start sketching. Shade in the top lip, kind of give his mouth some dimension. There we go. Alright. And from here, you're just going to progress everything. Progress everything, make everything more. His cheekbones are here, so I'm gonna shade this part. Again, giving more depth to his face, his neck. Right here under his chin. Being very, very loose. And I'm just scribbling. It's kind of therapeutic. It reminds me a lot of like when I was in high school and I was bored during a lesson and I would just doodle. And just putting the finishing touches. Now again, this is a tanned piece of paper, so I do have the option of going in and adding highlights with a white pencil if I want. So I might go in and just like add a few touch-ups, but you don't have to for this. Like I said, just get your hand loose, get your wrist loose, and yeah, and hopefully this should help out with, being in a creative rut, or like not being able to come up with an idea, or just like page anxiety, being afraid to mark up a blank page. Because so what if you mess up? I messed up here, my line is a little bit too harsh. I messed up here, like the first thing I put on page I messed up. But you just gotta like learn to work with it and make something of it. I think this turned out all right. Again, it's nothing I would frame personally, but as a warm-up, not too shabby. So there you go. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. If it went well, if it went terribly. Post your comments below. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you let me know how awful this actually is. So until next time,